For weeks I was silent. I was too weak to fight. But Elena got greedy. She thought she had won, so she stopped being careful. One evening I returned home early from a therapy session. The house was quiet, but I heard whispering from the kitchen. I stood in the hallway, my heart hammering against my ribs. "She's never going to be the same, Julian." Eleanor's voice was smooth like silk. "The doctors said she was high risk. I told her not to go to that clinic, but she wanted to play the martyr. You deserve someone who doesn't put your future at risk just for a grand gesture." Then I heard Julian's voice cracked with exhaustion. "I know, Elena. It's just, she's my wife." "She's a memory of a mistake," Elena countered. "I've always been the one who truly cared for you. Even that emergency blood donation. I did it to see if she really cared about my family. She failed the test, Julian. She was reckless." My blood turned to fire. She did it to test me. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I walked into my office and pulled up the hidden security camera footage from the living room on the day Julian was away. I had installed it months ago when things first started disappearing. I watched the screen as Elena sat on the sofa that rainy Tuesday, 3 hours before she came into my room. She wasn't crying. She was on the phone, laughing. "Yeah, the clinic is set up. They'll take enough to make her dizzy. If she loses it, she loses it. Either way, she's out of the picture. Julian will be mine." I felt like I was watching a demon. I downloaded the file, walked into the kitchen, and placed my phone on the table. "Julian," I said, my voice steady and cold as a grave, "watch this." As the video played, the colour drained from Julian's face. Eleanor's smirk vanished, replaced by a mask of pure terror. When the clip ended, the silence was deafening. Julian looked at Elena, and for the first time he saw her for what she was. "Get out," he whispered. "Julian, I did it for us." "Get out!" he roared, the sound shaking the walls. Elena scrambled for her things, fleeing into the night. Julian turned to me, tears streaming down his face, reaching out to touch my hand. "Clara, I didn't know. I'll make it up to you. We can start over. We can try again." I looked at the man I had loved, the man who had let a stranger sit at our table and feed him lies about his own wife. I looked at the man who didn't protect his child because he was too busy protecting his best friend. "There is no us anymore, Julian," I said, picking up the suitcase I had packed an hour before. "You let her into our home, you let her into our bed, and you